welcome to this companion video. I'm going to be showing you the Sith Warrior companions. The first one that you get at around level 10 being Vet. She's kind of like a bounty hunter ranged DPS companion. She carries 2 blaster pistols and has about the same kind of gear as a DPS bounty hunter. She's really helpful when you first get her at about level 10, but since she can't heal or tank or like help you in any way besides doing damage, she isn't the best companion, I'd say. Here's all of her abilities. She can either do single target DPS or range, or AoE, I mean. So when she attacks, it's kind of expected, she just sits back here and shoots. And normally you can charge in and do all the fighting. And you get threat. If you upgrade her, she probably can do a lot of damage. If you need like an extra person, a flashpoint or something, if somebody disconnects. But other than that, not the best companion, but a good one. A good one to start out with. The next companion that you get is a Droid. He is 2VR8. He is a healer droid, and he can basically only heal. He runs into combat and fights and stuff, but he's really only good for healing, and he gets quite annoying. But he can heal, which is very useful if you upgrade him enough. So when we get into combat here, sits back there and heals me. He has AoE heals and single target heals, but he does do stupid things like run into combat like he is right now and try and attack, but then he ends up dying. So he's not the smartest of companions and not the easiest to use, but he can heal if you need a little extra healing for one of the fights. If you have enough gear on him, he might be able to heal through like a low-level flashpoint, but probably not. So yeah, there's his AoE heal, basically a bounty hunter heal. So yeah, there's your second companion. The third companion that you get is like an Imperial Officer, and he is my favorite companion because he can heal and DPS both. So he is very helpful. He has good heals, good DPS, and he has basically a healer mode and a DPS mode. I keep him normally in healer mode, but he is by far my favorite. That's why he has the best gear on. I've used him a lot leveling at the higher up levels. So let's go ahead and get in combat and see what he does. So when you charge into combat, he will normally sit back there and heal you, but he also can DPS. He's got basically all the heals that the droid has, and he has about half of the shooting abilities that Vet has, just the basic shooting abilities. So he does provide a little bit of extra DPS and heals if you need it. That's what makes him very helpful. So there is, I think his name is Malvia Quinn. A very good companion. The next companion that we're going to look at is Jessa Wilsam, I believe she's called. She is a Republic Jedi turned Sith, and she is a melee DPS. She can't really tank, but she is good damage if you need a melee DPS instead of using Vet. So she carries a double bladed lightsaber. She's pretty good. I didn't use her really at all. I used her maybe a level. She provides good damage. She's got some force lightning abilities. She'd be like having a Sith Inquisitor with you all the time that can't heal. So I'll kind of back up and let you watch her fight. She has pretty good damage, but again, since she can't heal or tank, not the best companion, but she is pretty good. The next companion that you get is Lieutenant Pierce, and he's a pretty cool looking guy. He is a Imperial trooper, bounty hunter, and he can tank or DPS. He can either be in tank mode or DPS mode. I normally left him in tank mode because that just takes more damage away from me, and he can absorb a lot more damage than I could because I leveled as DPS. He is basically a bounty hunter tank, so if you can picture that or have leveled one of those, that's what he is. So he is ranged, but he draws a lot of threat. See, he's sitting back there, and then he can charge in, and then he throws up a flare, and has a lot of like AoE and taunting abilities. And he also does quite a bit of damage too. I'm probably pulling thread on him because I'm a Sith Warrior tank, so. But I leveled with him for quite a few levels. I passed up the melee DPS girl that you get, and leveled with this guy most of the time. Because having a tank with you, and then you can just heal him up after every battle is pretty cool. So there is Lieutenant Pierce. The final companion that you get as a Sith Warrior is Broommark. He was by far the companion I used the most throughout leveling. He is a melee tank companion, and a good one at that. He can be a DPS, but he's mainly used as a tank. He's kind of a weird furry looking creature, but like if I send him in, he will do a little sprint ability, charge in, and then he holds threat better than any other companion that I've had. And he takes a lot of damage. He has 10k health, and as you can see, you just killed that person. And I leveled with him probably over 10 levels. Probably 15 levels I leveled with this guy. He actually just died right there. He's not very good geared, because once I got to about level 45, I switched to Malavia Quinn, or whatever that guy's name is. Because right now I am a tank, so him tanking wouldn't be that good. So, sitting there dead on the floor. But yeah, he's a pretty good companion. One thing I do like about companions is that if they do die, you can just click their body, res them, and then heal. And with all of your companions, when you open up your companion tab, you can send them on missions to increase your crew skills, and you can gain affection with them. The higher affection you get with them, the higher chance they'll have of succeeding on their crew skills. Like if I send this guy to do a treasure hunting mission to get these lockboxes, since he's a really high affection, he will have a higher chance of getting a rarer or more rare item. Like he will get maybe blues or purples or something like that. And then you can also have them sell low quality items, and as you level up and get more companions, you can deploy more of them, and you start out only being able to deploy like 2 or 3, and when you're max level you can deploy 5 of them. So it's pretty nice. Companions are a great thing to have when leveling. So I hope you enjoyed this video and hopefully learned something about Sith Warrior companions if you're looking at a Sith Warrior. And thank you for watching. See you next time.